Hi folks, Debbie Ray here, the gardener wife. Just going to give a quick overview of the kitchen garden since I've spent a day and a half trying to restore order to it. It was very weedy and overgrown, so I've been weeding, thinning things out, harvesting them, trying to fix it up. I still have a few more decorating things I want to do before the garden walk coming here. But here's the tomato beds now that I've trimmed them and tied the tomatoes up. This was the herbs and edible flowers bed. Pulled a lot of mint out of there. And here are the legumes beds. So I have beans growing up these 4 towers. I have amaranth, leaving those there. And some arugula that's just going to go to seed. It's already tangled up with the beans, so I'm not going to touch it. Some self-sown Swiss chard right here. And then over here we've got Mrs. Green Beans, who has beans growing up her skirt. I did pull out all the arugula and spinach that was under there before. We have zinnias that are not quite a ways from blooming yet, but so I've got my little decorative flowers in here. And so zinnias on both sides of her, and then at this end, at both ends, there's some shallots hiding in there among borage here. And then behind the other side of these 2 beds is where I have snow peas, which are finishing up. Some of them are drying up just because it's late in the season, and because I disturbed their roots trying to weed and pull out things. So, and then the last bed, here's the broccoli bed, where you can hardly find the broccoli for all the things I've interplanted in it. I did see that the onions that I grew from seed, I winter sowed some sweet Spanish white onion seeds, and look, they are ready. I'm leaving them here though till after the walk. And so there's onions in there. On the other side, I had what are they called? No, not walking onions. Bunching onions, which I think are just like green onions, but sown from seed, not from sets. And I don't know if the broccoli's going to do anything for me this year. I was late in planting it. So, and I pulled up most of the bok choy that was bolting. You can see some of it still here, these yellow flowers. And then this bed, I have leeks on this side. There's nasturtiums here in this little bed hiding in there. And between the leeks, I've planted beets. And then on this side by the bikes, I had planted radishes, and they just are overgrown and bolting, but I'm leaving them. After the walk, I'll pull them up and plant something else there, but I don't want it completely bare just yet. Then I usually try to grow cucumbers and use these bikes as a trellis for them, but this year I am going with cucamelons. No, not cucamelons. So that's a new thing I'm trying in this bed. So here's the back side of the leeks and the beets. And that's the garden.